You'll never escape me. My enhanced targeting will destroy any enemy that stands in my way. You'll stand no chance against my lightning reflexes. You'll be unable to target me, regardless of the weapon. My lightweight armor makes me lethal. I am agile and can sustain significant damage. Once I'm armed with my Reaper blades, I'll reap your energy until nothing remains. Who am I? Cyber, a warborn, and I will vanquish you.
Step into our universe with the Vanquishers TCG. Get exclusive access by joining our community at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Select a hero, equip weapons and armors, and vanquish your enemies.
Why do you sound so distant?
I'll say the same thing.
What's going on, Vanquishers? Charlie here with the Vanquishers TCG. We apologize. We've been having audio technicalities. I think we got it resolved, but now we're having a video technicality with Jose, as you can see.
I look so cool like that right now.
He looks good.
Jose, say
Listen, listen. This is gonna be one of the
introduce
remembered.
yourself, Jose,
This is
real
what.
Introduce
Yo,
yourself.
this is gonna be one of the most remembered State of the Games ever.
I'm Jose, the web and app developer for Vanquishers TCG.
Hey,
That's it.
You gotta excuse
Make the
us,
website
man.
happen.
This is just wild right now.
I feel so cool right now.
You look so astonished right now.
Stop making fun of me, please.
Oh, man.
I am a developer here, okay?
All right, we're having way too much fun, and we delayed this stream already way too long. So we're gonna do an introductory. This is gonna be.
Stop making fun of me,
I'm
Charlie.
sorry. I'm sorry. This is the worst stream of
Don't
all
say
time
nothing,
that we
just
have
leave
done.
Jose on there.
Okay, so
Failed to start.
my name is Charlie Correa. I am the creator and developer of the Vanquishers TCG. We really do appreciate you guys sticking around and seeing Jose's face on the screen right now. So, typically in
That's
our
the
state
look-
of the these are the looks that it's giving. That's that focus. That was that focus.
That's the look you get when Saigon pulls out his gauntlet.
Oh yeah, y'all know that look. So we're gonna quickly go through our typical stuff that we cover in the state of the games that we go through. So we're gonna obviously talk about our social media network, our web and apps updates, and our game balancing and demos. But before we get started, we'd like to introduce the developers behind the project. My name is Charlie Correa. I am the creator and the developer of the Vanquishers TCG.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason. I work on the social media and business side of Vanquishers TCG. Just remember to always follow us on all of our links. If you go to our webpage and register, you will have more access to our newsletter and information. You can always follow us on Discord as well, and all those links will be in the Twitter or the Twitch and Twitter. It'll be on all that stuff, honestly. So you can follow, like, comment, share.
Hi, guys. My name is Jose, and I do the web and app developing.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Hey,
And
we promise
Yeah,
on our break.
I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh, man. Jose, you look... Man.
Don't, please. I'm just trying to be happy here.
Man.
All right, everyone. I'm
that.
Brandon. I'm the game balance.
Hey, but in
all I got for you.
all jokes aside, though, Jose, say something real quick.
Hey.
That hat, though. Look at that hat.
That
Since
hat,
he's already in
though,
a
it
still
don't-
free,
it-
the marketing
it's
that
a-
hat.
Hey guys, just come to the store and buy some merch.
There
looks
it is.
Very nice.
There it is, right there. So we're gonna go through our
This is my happy face. Chaos said.
Man.
Hey, hands down. Listen, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Like, if that face doesn't change, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, guys.
Hold on,
So
my turn. Hold on.
I'm gone. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, go ahead.
I
Keep
think-
going,
I
balancer. Game balancer. Let's go.
I think
It's your turn.
Jose got a little upset, man. So let's go on ahead and push forward on the update. So we got the social media networks. Jason typically covers a lot of the social media networking, especially now more than ever. We're going to be working very diligently with our marketing side. And Jason's going to go ahead and fill you guys in on a little bit of what we've been working on and what's been the progression that we've been pulling through with the actual project right now.
All right, guys. So we've currently been working on just getting out the lores and the different story stuff written out, and then breaking down the breakdowns. So when we do our Kickstarter campaign, we're basically going to giving you like stories and aspects of what's going on in the universe to build up for the Kickstarter. About 6 to 8 months is what we're planning out. So once it starts, it's going to be that kind of range of time, depending on where we're at. When the Kickstarter goes ahead and kicks off, you're gonna. Jose came back, so I'm gonna lose my stuff.
I'm back, baby. I look good. This is my happy face.
So, but honestly, we're gonna go ahead and put all that together. The information is gonna break down. You're gonna get little bits and pieces, and then hopefully the goal is once all those pieces are out, you're gonna see how it connects as you follow along. You're gonna also be able to access and with certain tiers of the Kickstarter, get actual breakdown and illustration book of what we broke down in the social media posts and stuff like that for the Kickstarter launch. Now, the thing I'm asking from the community right now is if you know anybody or anyone you follow or anyone that gives you insightful like gameplay reviews or anything like that, let us know. We already have a mailing list and stuff like that we're putting together, so before we get started we can start mailing out to reviewers for the game that actually do like YouTube reviews and stuff like that. We already have a list of people, but if you know anyone or know of anybody you follow that is influential on you, let us know their information so that we can go check them out and so that we can find that information so we can tag it along with everything we're doing as well, so we can have those reviews, able to add them, and you can get feedback from influencers and things like that that you enjoy. But right now, just remember, you go to vanquishertcg.com. It's all in English. It's awesome. And,
Yes. All in English.
You can follow us there. All of our links to all our social media is there as well. So just make sure you go ahead and click link, follow, share, and send it to like 5 of your friends. If I don't hug you, we'll send you posters with Jose the way his face was looking a while ago. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, so but yeah, that was our updates on the social media. So again, there's gonna be a lot more to cover on Jason's part. He's definitely like really just scratching the surface of what's really going on. But if any of you guys run little mini communities of card games and stuff like that or whatever, I know that we have quite a few people in our community that do kind of do side little games and other stuff like that. Let people know that we are definitely going to be coming up with the marketing stuff and be able to put things together. And we're going to be equipping you guys with tools too, to be able to present to people to let them know this game is legit. Yo, check this game out. So with that being said, actually, we got a little showcase and video that we were working on. I know in the last the previous state of the game that we did 2 weeks ago, we talked about the how to play video, the standard mode how to play video, and we actually have that for you guys tonight to view. But before we get to that, we're going to finish up the rest of these updates. But let's go ahead and move on to the web updates, web and app updates.
Well, my face is moving and working right now. How are you doing, guys? Again, I am Jose, the web and app developer, with a happy smile on my face today. What I've been working on has been with the security of the site. We were having a little bit of troubles before, and now I feel, and everybody feels, that it's actually working now. It's all ranked. Whenever you look up Vanquishers TCG online, it looks great. It's in English, not in Japanese. Thank you. That's one big thing, one big issue that I've been messing with for the past 2-3 weeks now. And also, the other big project that I'm working on is gonna be the main web front page for the site, having a new look to it, making things look more visualized, like that you can see how great the game is and how great the game looks with all the artwork and all that good stuff on there. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the biggest things that I've
Yeah,
been working
and
on.
actually, as far as the website, we've been through so many transitions from our earlier phases. If you guys that's been sticking with us since the beginning, you've seen the evolution of the website. So now we're starting to focus more on the campaign of what we're focusing on. Because initially, when we were launching the website, we were giving a whole lot of information. In fact, we were giving so much information, it was kind of scattered all over the place that people were kind of confused on what is this? Why is there more game modes? I think we were just overwhelming a lot of people with this being a new game. We just want to go back to the core focus of what this dev edition, the Rift editions is about, and what's going to happen and what to expect during the Kickstarter. So that's what we're going to start putting on our webpage. Of course, those that have been following us for a long time know that there's much more to this game, much more to this game. But as much as we want to give the new viewers and the new people in our community all that information and be able to get access to that and see it, we don't want to overwhelm a lot of people and just kind of get confused on what it is they're truly looking at, when we're going to just narrow it down to this is what it is, these are the characters, this is the focus, and this is what we want to do. So the website's reflecting that now. So a lot of the stuff that you're going to see on the website are going to be things that we are planning on launching during the Kickstarter. No hypothetical things, because we feel like if we're giving you the hypothetical, like this is what it could be, and instead of giving you what it is straight to the point of it, I think it just makes it easier for people to grasp and get the concepts. Yes, and we did have people in our community that question weapons. Yes, there are melee weapons. Again, we chose to focus on ranged weaponry during our entire campaign, just to make sure that we had to get people to understand the basics of combats and stuff like that, which you'll actually see in our video today. Let's go ahead and move on to the next area here. So I got a quick thing that I want to talk about. Now, our last kit that we ordered, that's actually behind that Brandon's mark kind of showcasing on the back end, it's a full glossed kit. Now, we did purchase our first promotional demo beta kit that we put together, the first dev edition, to kind of review quality builds. We're planning on getting a map build, a complete map build. We're talking from the starter box to the cards, everything. And what we're going to do is, once we get the map build in, we're gonna take what we feel should be glossed and what we feel should be matte, for multitudes of reasons. Of course, we went through another dev battle where Jason and Brandon kind of went at it, and they're going to talk a little bit on the stream about how the game went, what their experiences was, and how they felt when they did it. Kind of like what me and Brandon did last week with the gloss kit. They kind of did another one just to kind of troubleshoot a couple of plays and just kind of...
You know what? They can't even see my screen. Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's put him on the screen. So a lot of it...
There you go.
So a lot of it was the talk about the experience of the game. I know that you guys don't have your hands on it, and trust me, if you can touch this and feel it, it feels great. But again, we do have a lot of concerns with the community and ourselves, to address a couple things like, should everything be glossy? What's the pros with it? What's the cons? And we feel that since we've ordered a complete set that is gloss, we're going to order a complete set that is matte. And then we're going to take the best of everything and kind of make a build and then present it with the community, as well as letting people within our community here in Florida be able to play the game and test it and see what they think and feel of the material and what's the best to put within our game. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and touch on the quick topic. On the game balancing and demos, we're going to have the discussion between the feels and the textures, and of course Jason and Brandon's going to talk a little bit about the actual game and what they experienced playing the game. Don't all talk at once. So Brandon or Jason.
Jay was gonna jump in there, so
I didn't know if we gave the cue. We didn't give a cue.
Oh wow.
Hold on.
Alright,
I gotta
so-
give you a break. Hold on. Look at my hat, though. Look at that hat, though. Oh, I know y'all see it. Thank you. That's it. Go ahead.
So is that the snapback or the dad cat?
That's the dad. That's the dad
This is-
hat.
This is the Poppy Special. El
Poppy
Caliente.
special.
Very nice. Very nice. The Poppy Special. Are you gonna name that on the website, the Poppy Special? Or
That's what
I
I'm talking
should
about.
do that,
Papi
right?
Champoo.
Yeah,
El Papi
the
Champoo.
exclusive Vanquishers Poppy Special?
That's what I'm talking about.
So Overall, I think the fit and finish of the game is really well. I enjoyed playing it hands on for a second time in a row, for a second go in a row since we had the new set, at least. Uh, and I enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems with it. I can't wait till we get the flat finish in, so I can really, compare which one I think is better, because it's hard to go based on, just the gloss finish.
Yeah, what I'll say, yeah, that's the next thing. We're gonna order the next set of things, and we're gonna get everything going. But what the gameplay that me and Brandon had, it was a very good fight, and it was very close. I was not. I played Cyber, and he played with Saigon, and inevitably he got the Saigon gauntlet before I was able to get in there and rustle his whiskers. But definitely it was a good fight. A lot of good strategies went into play. So basically, when we went at it, he started regenning his shield, his shield. I'm sorry. I was able to decimate his shield as soon as he regened it, and he wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready for it.
So, what were a lot of the pros and the cons of the game? Because obviously there had to have been pros. What went well during the fights, and what were some of the cons that we discovered during these fights?
So I think one of the biggest pros was how quick the fight turned, because at first Jay was looking kind of in command there.
Victorious, huh?
Yeah, and then it kind of flipped, So, and it stayed pretty close to the end. The cons which is something that we're working on. I know Charlie's been working behind the scenes a lot on this, is getting other hero items in there.
Yeah, we've
and that we definitely need. We need to get in there to help balance out the game a little bit better.
Yeah, we've noticed we've noticed that a lot of fights that are victoried. I mean, we've reviewed plenty of gameplays. We've even reviewed a lot of gameplays from a lot of the community members that played the game, and we noticed a lot of victories occurred. It was essentially who got to the hero item first. Which is a whole nother weapon slot or armor slot or whatever that item is, that slot that is being unused for a little bit of time unless you get lucky enough to get that weapon item or that hero item. So we essentially want to try to, create that potential to build or put an item there that can be useful armored wise, weapon wise, while you build up to get to your hero item that is needed. So
we're boosting the odds of you acquiring a item to put in that hero item slot, but it's not necessarily going to be the hero that hero item's preferred hero item.
Correct. So if in a situation where I manage to get my hero item early on into the fight, and you might be vulnerable and only using 2 weapons, and you're waiting for that third slot, you can at least put something in that slot that can help kind of keep and sustain a fight until you can get your hero item out.
Exactly.
And it also helps build strategy, because you can even, let's say your hero item just isn't working for this character that you're battling against, and you just need to switch it up with a shield or some sort of hero item that is a neutral or assigned to the hero specifically or class. You can easily switch it out just like you would with any other weapon. You switch it out, put that other item in, and you'll be able to still switch your battle strategy in the middle of combat. So we've been working on some of these variables and trying to see how well it balances out. But we're really still in the works with that.
Really, this is just a change in the deck build. So it's not like a change in the game. It's just a change. We're tweaking the deck build because we want to make sure that you guys are getting the best deck build available. And we feel that by adding extra hero items in there, it'll have a more balanced gameplay.
Right. So keep in mind
So when you build your own card, your own deck, you can put as many hero items as you want in there, as long as, up to 4.
Right, up to 4, as long as they're not uniques. Uniques you can only have one of, which most hero items are uniques. So you can only have that one item that belongs. But we're building neutral, not so heavy hero items that don't cost so much. Now there will be some obviously that will cost quite a bit or as equal to a hero item, but at least you can have an item out there and play. Like Jason mentioned, the last state of the games, it could be anything like an artifact of some sort. It could be like a square or a triangle symbol that could be like something that's very conjurer like, that can enhance your energy boosting energy stats or energy stuff. Like we're coming up with a lot of good general ideas of where to fill that item. It may not even be a weapon per se. It may not even be an armor piece. It could be a relic of some sort that can help buff for people that want to play that medic class style in group fights and in multiplayer battles. You'll be able to utilize that slot for that. May not want to be a fighter, but you want to be a defender. Maybe you want to put a big shield in that slot to help defend those around you. These are other things that we're opening up. Of course, we're talking more game modes where that would be very beneficial at, but it'll also be useful in the 1v1 battles. So these are things that we're looking into that we have planned to put out later on down the line, but we're starting to realize that we think a lot of these things can come in the earlier phases. We could probably introduce a few items to help bring that 1v1 combat not sway to the one side, or most likely to the side that gets to their hero item first. You can at least get more of a fighting chance to get that build up.
And again, it's not we're not changing the gameplay or anything. It's just changing our dev builds. And the main reason, in case we didn't say this, the main reason is because if I pull my hero item early and say I'm playing against Charlie and Charlie's hero item is all the way at the bottom of the deck, I'm pretty much guaranteed to win that fight. So
yeah, in most cases, yeah. See, which has happened actually twice.
And it's happened plenty of times.
It's been happening.
It's concerned us to rebuild the deck.
And it's funny because it's been happening more frequently now. It's like that hasn't really happened in the past. Multitudes of games we've played. You're talking 4 or 5 years of beta testing and game playing. This has rarely ever happened. And very recently, it has happened twice. And that's too much for us, and like the odds just didn't feel right. So we knew this was going to be a problem, and it can be a problem. And even though you might not have gotten your hero item in time because it was the last card in the deck, but you could have had something else to fill in the slot to help balance out combat. We feel like that's very necessary to do. It just doesn't leave you completely vulnerable, not by not having an item there.
Well, I got Chaos here asking a lot of questions.
Oh, okay, guys, shoot.
He asks, what do you think?
Mats.
What? What happened?
He's grilling us on these soft rubber mats. He wants to make that happen.
Oh man, yeah. Stretch goal, baby. Stretch goal. All right, what was some of the questions, Jose?
What do you think? What do you guys think of basic starter item? Like you start the game off with item, but stats and effects are really weak.
Okay,
we kind of thought
that's
about
actually
that.
something we talked about.
Yeah, and it's kind of along the same line as starting out with 2 extra storage energy points at the start of the game. Is
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about. And that was something that we've discussed. We never fully went yay or nay about it, but it's something that we're still in discussion. So that is definitely an option. It's kind of amazing how you brought that up because those are actually things we talk about. But we haven't definitively decided that you start off with the weapon because Brandon does bring up a good point. The speed mechanic of increasing your storage energy points by 2 to 3 will increase the odds of getting weaponry out quicker. But I know what you're saying, actually, by having that hero slot already pre-filled. There's a game that kind of already does something similar to that. So that's another thing we wanted to be kind of careful with, starting off with a hero item. Even though in our game we can switch in and out. But we want to kind of be a little cautious of that too. So we're definitely looking into that. And that was a good suggestion, actually. Cool. Was there anything else?
There's a lot of comments. He's saying I like uniques being one of them because strong effects. And maybe only do 3 heroes items per deck, and doing a sort of a starter item that begins on the battlefield.
Right.
Starter items instead of doing hero based, maybe class specified. The specific, I'm sorry.
Without getting super specific, there's other game modes that are similar to what you're actually describing. The way it's gonna play out. So we got to be very careful on how we, we've definitely considered those options, and we definitely are going to have hero items that are going to be lesser costs, which is what we kind of discussed. But to start off with it, we haven't fully tested that mechanic completely, but that's something that we'll probably end up doing in the back end just to see. That could be a rule update that can occur. But as of right now, as the game sits, it's gonna be in the deck pulled through. But that could definitely be something that we can consider during beta testings.
So if we're done with that, I would like to go back to another pro, unless Jay had a pro.
Oh, you could go.
Oh,
Talk
okay.
about your
I would
pro,
say
okay?
I would say another pro
Tell them
is
what you know.
I would say a pro is since we introduced the rule change for the
Storage,
energy
recovery.
shield.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the recovery
energy
point.
shield. Yeah, recovery. We've been using it a lot more. We're really liking the new system, and we're really enjoying it.
Yeah, because the old system, for the people that are just coming in, we used to be able to sacrifice storage points and only get like 3 or 4 recovery points, which was not beneficial at all. Like, it was not even worth sacrificing.
It,
But
it
now
wasn't
that
even a choice worth making.
Yeah, it
or
wasn't.
thinking about.
Yeah,
it was a
the loss of that point costs more. It was more valuable than just gaining. But now it gives viability for people to strategy, take a couple of damage and be able to sacrifice their ability to draw cards to be able to sustain and stay in the fight, because they may have a card that they'll be able to utilize down the road or something they could build up to. So yeah, it's been used much more frequently. Let's just put it that way. The restore shield system that we created that wasn't used frequently at all in the past is now being used very often, which is great. That was a great unique perk to our game that we wanted to make sure that was being used effectively. Now, you may not be a person that will use it all the time, but it's very, very good strategy to have with sentinels and assassins, because they can't regenerate as quickly as conjurers. Now, very many conjurers may not use the perk because they may not have to, but there's been moments where they had to, trust me. So, Jason, did you have any pros, cons on the gameplay and this doesn't have to be the actual gameplay itself. It could be the actual product. People may want to know more about the product.
I will say this from the bottom of my heart. I am not a Sentinel Conjure player, but I've had a really good game playing against Brandon. The balance is there. There are variables that happen. Like, he got out the hero weapon first, but the rolls didn't get him the win. It was a tooth and nail kind of fight, and I'll say that the balance is really close to right where we need it to be. And throwing those neutral weapons in, just testing those are going to be a nice next step to make sure that balance is a little bit more, because those neutral hero weapons aren't going to be a majorly like statted. They're just going to have that ability, so you could have that offset if someone gets the edge before you to balance it out. But in using the cards, what I'll say is what Charlie's going to go into on the next step on our physical testing and R&D is going to be really important for us to just see the feel and the flow of things when you physically are holding and playing and moving your cards around, even just putting them away. You think about all these aspects of you owning these cards as well, just so you guys know. Like,
we're collectors. We're collectors, and we
yeah.
know the value of wanting to save and preserve and want to give you guys top quality is what it's going down to.
Yeah, so definitely the touch and the feel and everything is great on certain aspects of it, and some of them I want to see what the other side of things, the other options we have are going to look like. And that's the thing where I'm at right now, because I'm happy with the product, but I want to see where the other options and other things that we have to look at will feel like, so we can give you guys the overall best experience when you get the starter box or whenever you get your cards, your booster packs, when you open them. All those kind of things we take into account the experience of being part of this Vanquisher universe. So honestly, it was a really good game. Me and Brandon, like, I'm telling you, he thought he had me. He got me, but he thought he had me.
It definitely came down to the wire, but yeah, it was fun. It was good back and forth.
So I would say some of the I would say a con, and it took for me to receive the game and play the game, is the gloss definitely creates shimmering, especially if you're in a room that's well lit with lighting above, especially the board. It can create quite a bit of a distraction. The cards itself looked good and solid. Again, we've never had our hands on the matte versions of these cards, so we want to see if the matte versions really doesn't, if it looks just as good as the gloss but eliminates that shimmer, that's what we want to go for. We want to make sure that these are good quality cards, and at the same time want to make sure that it's not creating too much of a distraction when playing, because you could be outside. We think of all these variables. I mean, when we were kids, we would be out in the park and throw our cards down. I mean, I know it sounds kind of reckless, but throw our cards down and just go to work right there at the table. And you got the sun beaming in and all that reflection, and it could create quite a bit of distraction. So we want to make sure that we're giving you guys good quality products, but at the same time, make sure that it's viable. It makes sense. Making the gloss parts that are gloss and marketing quality, and then going and making sure that the parts that are, because the gloss does protect the cards as well. But if it's distraction, that is something that we don't want. So we're gonna be doing an entire order on the matte set, and we're gonna make sure that we combinate the best of both builds. And we'll probably even do a stream on that. Have the two side by side, talk about the mattes versus the other, and we will even have the suggestion of you guys in the community.
But if we can, if we got a little bit more, we do need to take a break.
You know what? Let's go ahead and take this break, and when we come back, we're actually going to show you guys the how to play video that we've been working on, and we would like to get some feedback from you guys, whether if it's a chat, a message, or later on post. Let us know what you guys think of it. Will it be well enough explained on how to play the game? That's our goal. So our goal was we're going to talk about it on the break, after the break.
And the code was.
Yeah, and the code was we're going to talk about it in the break. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back from our break. So we are going to make sure that we show you guys this video before we head out. It's going to be... It took a lot of thought process when we were actually making this video to make sure that the how to play video wasn't too long and too short, that it brought enough information that we needed to make sure that you guys were getting the information on how to play the game. So We're going to quickly go through that live video with you guys tonight. You guys will be the first group to see it before we actually put it out. But keep in mind, this tool is going to be a good tool once we post it on our website, and we're also going to be posting it on our YouTube video for you guys to be able to show people how to play the game. So hopefully it's pretty detailed enough for you guys to understand how to play the game. And for those that are experienced and knows how to play the game, we would like critique feedback. Let us know if it was pretty self-explanatory. Was it understandable, and can you use this tool to educate other people how to play the game or how the game is played? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with that video. Let's go.
Welcome to Vanquishers TCG, a sci-fi hero-based card game. In this tutorial, we will review the standard gameplay. You start by selecting a hero. These are the things you want to be aware of. Hero class faction icon, life points, energy shield points, defense points, energy shield recovery points, energy class type, usable weapon types such as range, melee, critical art, hand-to-hand. This is the V-Trigger icon. Once you V-Trigger, you can unleash your unique ability along with permanent stat increase at a V-Trigger storage energy cost. Now place your hero in the hero slot on the board. Determine how many life points your selected hero has and place the red cube on the board. Your hero has 20 life points. Now determine how many energy shield points your hero has and place the blue cube on the board. Your hero has 20 energy shield points. Place the green storage energy point cube over the icon. This will need to be built up during the game. Now place your shuffle deck on the board in the deck slot. Each player grabs a die to roll. The player with the highest roll will go first. Start by drawing 7 cards. At the start of each turn, you will draw 1 additional card. To activate cards, you must meet the energy storage cost at the top left corner of the card. To build storage energy points at the beginning of your turn, you must exile 1 card from your hand. After exiling, take the green cube on the board and move it over 1 point. You do not have enough points to activate any cards now, so simply declare end turn. At the beginning of your next turn, draw a card. Choose another card to exile and build up your storage energy points. Now with enough storage energy points, you can activate the focus ability. Place it on the board in the ability slot. You have no other action to make. End turn. Now your hero takes damage from the enemy. All damage applies to your energy shield points before your life points. At the beginning of your turn, you can choose to recover your energy shield points by permanently losing 1 storage energy point. Refer to your hero card to determine how many shield points you can recover. This hero recovers 10 shield points. Now draw a card, exile another card, and continue building your storage energy points. Activate Energy Blast. This ability deals direct damage to the enemy. After the ability card has been used, place the card in the discard slot on the board. For this next example, we're going to speed up the game a bit, giving you 7 storage energy points. At the beginning of your turn, draw a card. Activate the Phalanx Weapon card at a cost of 5 storage energy points. This weapon requires 2 kinetic ammunition to use. With 2 storage energy points remaining, you can activate the 2 ammunition cards, meeting the weapon requirements. Now you can target the enemy. First, determine your weapon's targeting value. 7 is your targeting. Then determine the enemy's defense value. 11 is the enemy's defense. Now subtract your targeting value from the defense value, leaving the enemy with 4 defense remaining. Now roll the dice to meet or exceed the remaining defense value. You rolled a 9, exceeding the remaining defense value. Now you can deal damage to the target enemy. Refer to your weapon card to determine how much damage you deal. You now deal 3 kinetic damage. Let's activate your V-trigger. This will allow you to unleash your hero and weapon's unique ability, but it will come at a cost. You will permanently lose those storage energy points. Refer to your hero card to determine the cost. Flip your hero card over to signify that you have V-triggered. Now you can use the hero ability and all V-trigger weapon abilities. The game ends when a player's hero loses all of their life points. Even if they have energy shield points remaining, this is still considered a defeat. Now you are properly equipped to vanquish your enemies. For detailed rules, visit our website at vanquisherstcg.com. Vanquishers out.
All right, guys, we are back. So that was the video that we've been working on for a little bit of time of how to play the game. Hopefully that is pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully it's detailed enough. Again, we didn't want to make it too long of a video. So that entire video, I believe, chimes in for 6 minutes. But a lot of the minutes, I would say the first minute is about intro and outro. So it's about a 5-minute quick how to play video. So hopefully that gives enough information for people to understand the basics of the gameplay to kind of get started. We do plan on putting out more videos of tutorials of like advanced modes, advanced cards, and things like that down the line. But I think this should cover a lot of the basics of our game. And then, of course, if they want more details, obviously they can refer to the rule book for the complete details of the game. So hopefully this captures everything that we've talked about in the stream and the state of the game. We do get people that do tend to chime in later on and just have no idea how the game's played. Hopefully this video will be pretty self-explanatory and it's good enough. So for the community out there, let us know what you guys think. Hopefully this will be a good tool that you guys can even use to show people in your community groups, hey, yo, check this game out. Send them the quick link. Check out how this game plays. Tell us what you guys think. And hopefully it'll help spread the word a little bit more. So we're going to be utilizing this tool to market with marketing. And we're also going to drive that for people to understand how the game's played. All right.
That was a dope video.
Yeah, definitely. The sound effects in there, Charlie, you outdid yourself, bro.
Yeah, and that was
yourself on that.
That was a rabbit hole. I started experimenting with that. Thank you for bringing that up too, Jason. By the way, I was experimenting with sound effects, and it just sounded so good that I just kept going and going and going, and everything had. Initially, it wasn't gonna have sound effects, but we decided to add that touch to it, and it all does connect very well. I feel like it's pretty solid between the gun firing, the damaging, the shield recovery sounds, and all these effects. I think it helps bring the video a little bit more to life. It makes you feel like you're kind of immersed within the universe and kind of get an idea of what's going on. So that's exactly what I nailed there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that it's a solid understanding, breakdown, and walkthrough. The feedback I do see from in here, we got a Howdy Boys from Quartic. Ultimate Chaos is saying it was a solid breakdown.
Okay.
And I'm sure we're going to get some more feedback on the back end from people as well. So just let us know. Man.
Yeah, so you guys actually had the first view of this video. So it's the first time we've ever showcased it to anybody before we actually showcase it. So once we post this, obviously, tutorial on our YouTube page, people will be able to view it then, and then we'll be posting it separately. So we plan on sending out a separate link to those that are part of our community. That way you can have it in your email. Just make sure that in order to get that, you can register at our website at www.vanquisherstcg.com. Make sure that you register with us. And we're going to be sending out more exclusive stuff. Again, don't forget the content that Jason's going to be putting out exclusively on our social media. We might be working some things out where we might post it a day early, to those that are registered to us can get access to that, kind of view it or whatever. And then, of course, we could probably post it on our side of social media. Let us know what y'all think about that. That's something that me and Jake can kind of discuss and maybe coordinate here and there for you guys to make sure that we're getting stuff out accordingly. For those that are in our community that knows us well, we listen to the community. We definitely take feedback and we run with this feedback. So your voice does matter. Of course, you're the people that we were reaching out to help the game and make the game for. So your opinion really does matter. So just let us know what you guys think. And don't forget to go into the section of Discord. If you guys are following us on Discord, on Name That Weapon. We do have another category that we've been working on, especially the topic that we were talking about, hero items. We appreciate you guys that has been giving feedback on there. We're still getting feedback from a bunch of other sources. But if we can narrow it down into our Discord, Name That Weapon, that'll be amazing. But still, either way, we appreciate everyone's feedbacks and comments and all our social media as needed. Before we let the stream go, guys, do we have any other comments? Anything else do we want to touch on before we wrap it up for the night?
I just want to say real quick, just so you guys know, on the Vanquishers Discord, if you're in the Vanquisher community area, if you go to where things are pinned, if you want to see pictures of the starter box and how it looks and everything, where I pinned it there, so you can just click on the pin and get a quick view on all that kind of stuff, so you don't have to scroll through the whole thing to see where Charlie posted them. So if you want to see them there as well,
yeah, that way you guys can. We did close-ups, and that was one of our state of the game videos, but we did take snippets of it, so you guys can actually just see the stills of the quality of the stuff. So thank you, Jay, on doing that, by the way.
I pinned it for you guys.
Pinned it
Just for you.
All right, guys. So don't forget to check us out on our website and our store. We do have merch there. All the money that comes in is going 100% back into this project. Again, we appreciate everyone that has funded and has been buying any of the stuff and has been supporting us since day one. We really do appreciate all you guys. We wouldn't be in the phases we're in right now if it wasn't for your guys' support and your guys' suggestions on things as well. So before we head on out, we're going to go ahead and say our powerful phrase, but make sure that you guys smash a like, share this on your social media platforms as well. Let everybody know. Hit that bell. What you waiting for, right?
Hey, I just put the link on the chat. If anybody hasn't subscribed, you can subscribe now. Don't worry about the beta testing. If you do, we'll send you emails about that too. Just go ahead and click that link like that. You can get our list like that. You get all the information that we get out.
Yeah, we do still plan on doing the tabletop simulator beta testing, especially with these new hero items that we're planning on putting into the system. We may be able to select a few people to go ahead and come in and beta test with the developers and give feedback on what you guys think.
I challenge B next week. Me and B gonna battle next week. I'm gonna beat him.
So yeah, we definitely.
We can see what's up.
Oh,
I'm always down.
I mean, that might be another stream, guys. We might be able to add these new weapons in, these new hero items into the stream. Who knows?
I'm gonna look you in your eyes, not your beard. Okay.
There we go.
Yo, once I'm standing tall, you gonna wish you could look me in the eye. You're just gonna have to look at my chest.
You're not the only. Hey, listen.
Have to look at my
I'll
chin.
get me some step ladders. I only need about 2 steps.
Yo,
I don't need about 4.
You need about 2 steps.
You're gonna lead the little giant in order to get on my level.
That's
okay, all right, calm down.
All right, guys. Well, again, that's the developers. That's how much love. Oh, here we go. He's calling all the devs. All right. Well, I like that, man. Definitely. Well, we know you're registered. We appreciate you, Chaos. But definitely, when we open up those servers, we're definitely gonna invite you into those builds. But we don't want to take up any more time for you guys. We do appreciate everybody that watches these videos, whether if it's tonight or on a later date. Just make sure that you guys again are sharing this with your social media groups so that way we can get the name out. Okay. So without further ado, Vanquishers.
Out.
Out.